What's going on, guys? I'm gonna make a video to show people why you should give SnapMap another chance, because SnapMap has vastly improved with the last updates that's been made. When SnapMap was first released, there was disappointments right off the bat. It was only preset modules. All the preset modules had one thing. You couldn't carry all weapons, 12 enemies, and the list just goes on and on. After some updates, SnapMap completely evolved. We now have 3 different themes to choose from, which are the UAC/tech base, hell, and retro. Not only that, SnapMap is no longer a tool you can use to just make maps out of preset modules, but you can also build custom geometry due to the player blocking volume exploit. It's very nice that both id and Escalation Studios have embraced this kind of mapping by adding a grid module for fully customizable mapping, many props you can play around with, and recently they added textures to the player blocking volumes, which also helps out the custom mapping. I cannot imagine what they're going to do with the future updates to evolve this kind of mapping. I also evolved as a mapper. I have a lot more fun making custom maps than using presets because the possibilities are much higher when making custom maps, obviously. It's also crazy that I was able to pull off maps that I never thought I would be able to make back in the early days of SnapMap, like making a nightclub or remaking one of my favorite Doom 2 levels. It's definitely tough for me to go back to the preset module days when, back in those days, I thought that was all you can do with SnapMap. The new hub is excellent, and it makes it easy for people to check out what's the hottest map right now. And the fact there's a lot of categories to be seen shows off how versatile SnapMap is. I also believe a lot of mappers seem to get the design right for their maps. For example, I used to rely on the one life system on a lot of my maps, but I started to realize a lot of people didn't enjoy that experience, so I decided to add more lives or rely more on the checkpoint system to make them more funner and enjoyable to play. Both the Doomer and Void Runners maps are probably the best maps you can get into because they're a lot of fun to play and they're just really accessible by how it's easy to hop on and play. Not only that, these categories are all rated from the community and there's always something new updating as long as you're checking on them. I believe people will find something they'll like as long as they're trying it out. Even though the 12 demons limit is still here, and obviously if you ask me if I can add more, I would say yes, but there are ways to kind of quote-unquote make the best out of it. I like to increase the demons damage on my maps to really create that sense of danger when you're fighting like just 7 or 8 demons on the screen, even though the number sounds low, but depending which demon you're using and how much damage you increase, fighting that amount of demons can be a daunting task. There's a lot to explore in SnapMap, and if you haven't checked it in a while, you're missing out, and you should come back and see what the community has been doing. Hopefully you'll get inspired and start making some awesome maps too. Keep in mind, there is still room for improvements. My next video will be about the improvements I want to see from SnapMap, whether it's from patches or updates. Stay tuned for that.